सर स्टार्ट करूं?
बिल्कुल।
Good morning to respected teacher and all my dear friends. Today we are here to present our physics activity on the topic Thomson's model, Rutherford's model and Bohr's model. Thomson's model. Thomson's atomic model, earliest theoretical description of the inner structure of atoms, proposed about 1900 by William Thomson and strongly supported by Sir John Thomson, who had discovered the electron, a negatively charged part of every atom. Thomson's model of atom is one of the earliest models to describe the structure of atoms. This model is also known as the plum pudding model due to its resemblance to a plum pudding. This explains that this atom is a spherical structure made out of a positively charged solid material and the electrons are embedded in that solid. Next. During cathode ray tube experiment, a negatively charged particle was discovered by J.J. Thomson. This experiment took place in the year 1897. The negative particle was called an electron. Thomson assumed that an electron is 2000 times lighter than a proton and believed that an atom is made up of thousands of electrons. In this atomic structure model, he considered atoms surrounded by a cloud having positive as well as negative charges. The demonstration of the ionization of air by X-ray was also done by him together with Rutherford. They were the first to demonstrate it. Thomson's model of an atom is similar to a plum pudding model. Next. Thomson's postulates. Sorry.
यही तो postulates के बाद
एक मिनट ये साइड में पढ़ने में नहीं. Thomson's postulates. Postulate 1. An atom consists of a positively charged sphere with electrons embedded in it. Postulate 2. An atom as a whole is electrically neutral because the negative and positive charges are equal in magnitude. Thomson atomic model is compared to watermelon, where he considered watermelon seeds as negatively charged particles and the red part of the watermelon as positively charged particles. Each negatively charged electron was paired with a positively charged particle that followed it everywhere within the atom. Negatively charged electrons orbited a central region of positive charge having the same magnitude as the total charge of the electrons. The negative electrons occupied a region of space that was uniformly positively charged, often considered as a kind of soup or cloud of positive charge. Limitations of Thomson's model. The limitations of Thomson's model triggered further researches for establishing the structure of an atom. The plum pudding atomic model lacked experimental evidence and hence Rutherford conducted many experiments in order to determine the structure of an atom. Now I would like to invite Chinmay for the explanation of further topics.
Rutherford model. Rutherford model, also called Rutherford atomic model, nuclear atom, or planetary model of the atom. Description of the structure of atom proposed 1911 by the New Zealand-born physicist Ernest Rutherford. Rutherford nuclear model of the atom is a planetary model of electron orbiting around the compact nucleus of proton, and it serves as the basic model of the atom. Postulates of Rutherford model. An atom is composed of positively charged particles. Majority of the mass of an atom was concentrated in a very small region. Next, the atom nucleus is surrounded by the negatively charged particle called electrons. Electrons revolve around the nucleus in a fixed orbit circular path at very high speed. This fixed circular path was known as orbits. An atom has no net charge on, or they are electrically neutral because electrons are negatively charged, and they densely considered nucleus is positively charged. The size of the nucleus of an atom is very small in comparison to the total size of the atom. Limitations of Rutherford model. An atom contains nucleus in it, also called electron revolving. So both should attract each other. But according to Maxwell electronic magnetic theory, if a charged particle moves in an electric or magnetic field of another charged particle, it loses energy and falls into the nucleus within a few milliseconds following a spiral path. So an atom should be unstable, but an atom is quite stable. It doesn't explain the arrangement of electrons in various shells. Now I would like to invite my friends Ayush Changit.
Niels Bohr model. The Bohr model is primitive model of the hydrogen atom. As the theory, it can be derived as the first order approximation of the hydrogen atom
Sorry,
using the
sorry.
broader and much more accurate quantum mechanics, and thus may be considered to be as absolute scientific theory. Next, properties of electron under the Bohr model. First, in 1913, Bohr suggested that the electron could only have certain classical motions. Second, electron in atom orbits the nucleus. Third, the electron can only orbit stably without radiating in certain orbit called the Bohr stationary orbit at a certain discrete set of distances from the nucleus. These orbits are associated with the definite energies and are also called energy shells or energy levels. In these orbits, an electron acceleration In these orbit, an electron acceleration does not result in the radiation and energy loss as required by the classical electromagnetic theory. Fourth, electron can only gain or lose energy by jumping from one allowed orbit to another, absorbing or emitting electromagnetic radiation with frequency nu, determined by the energy difference of the level according to the Planck relation. Next. Now I would like to call Aryan Gupta to explain the further PPT.
Postulates of the Niels Bohr model. First, electron moves certain distance from the nucleus. The electron present in an atom can move from a lower energy level to the higher energy level by absorbing the appropriate energy. Similarly, an electron can jump from a higher energy level to the lower energy level by losing the appropriate energy. Each shell of the orbit corresponds to the definite energy. Therefore, these circular orbits are also known as energy level or energy shells. Next. Radius of Niels Bohr model. The radius is given by Rn is equals to n square bracket h square epsilon naught upon pi m into z into e square. The radius of from the above equation we can see that r is directly proportional to n square. Here z is atomic number. It also means the radius of stationary orbit are in the ratio 12 ratio 22 ratio 33 and so on. So the stationary orbit are not equally spaced. Next. Bohr's energy level diagram of hydrogen atom. The total energy given by an orbit is equals to minus 13.6 upon n square into E into V. Ionization energy means to remove electron from an atom, which is equals to the energy at infinity minus energy at 1, which is equals to the 13.6 electron volts is equals to Rydberg's constant. Here the diagram shows the energy absorption, and I would like to call Arpan Singh for further PPT presentation.
Characteristics of Niels Bohr model. First, the electron describe the circular orbits around the nucleus. Second, electrons travel at predetermined level of energy. Third, electrons can jump electrons can jump from lower energy to a higher energy if you can supply them with energy. Fourth, when the electrons return to their stationary energy level, they releases light. Next. Limitations of Niels Bohr model. It violates the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The Bohr atomic model theory considers electron to have both a known radius and orbit, known position and momentum at the same time, which is impossible according to Heisenberg. The Bohr atomic model theory made correct predictions for small-sized atoms like hydrogen, but poor spectral predictions are obtained when larger atoms are considered. It failed to explain the Zeeman effect when the spectral line is split into several components in the presence of magnetic field. It failed to explain Stark effect when the spectral line get split into fine lines in the presence of an electric field. Next.
Thank
Thank you to everyone.
Thank you to everyone.
Yes, sir, हो गया.
Yes, sir.